Hi there. I just wanted to do a quick video for you because I was going to open up the Thunderhawk and try to readjust the spring. See, the spring on this Thunderhawk is a little bit worn, such that it doesn't even want to spring out sometimes after I press the mechanism. And as you can see, the spring also isn't capable of holding the doors in the position that I want it to. So I kind of looked around online and I found out that I could actually try to apply a bit of tension on the spring, right, to force it into the more tensile position, I guess. Is that what you call it? So I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try to open up this very precious vintage toy. Alright, so the way I start doing this, I figure, would be from the bottom. I see that there are 4 screws down here. These, by the way, are Repro stun bombs. So I got them because I think they look pretty good. And it kind of works as well, as you can see. Alright, let's get these 2 out of the way. And let's get to opening up the Thunderhawk. Okay, so one of the most important things I found out is to find the right size for the screw, because using the wrong size can really kind of strip out these screws and mess them up really bad that you can't even open it. Let's see, so I want to test them out first before I actually apply any force. Okay, I think I'll try the red one first. Seems to work. So this is just... So the black handle is just to give me a little bit additional torque. So let me just try it a little bit, see whether the screw is willing to give. Okay, yeah, it's moving. Now this is the first time I'm opening up the Thunderhawk. I previously opened up the Rhino before. Wasn't a very pleasant experience, but it was okay. I was able to put everything back together. Alright, that's first screw. Alright, good. The second one is moving as well. That's a good sign. Now, I'm not a professional toy repairer or anything, so I just want to put that out there. This is just what I'm doing with my own toy. Okay, I kind of want to put the screws in the correct order as well, so that I know where it goes. Although I think the screws are pretty much the same size. Okay, now this one has a little bit more rust and wear to it, so I want to be extra careful not to strip out anything. Alright, good, it's moving. Okay. Alright. That's the screw. Alright, I got the last screw almost out. And I have a feeling everything is gonna pop out on me, so I've set the Thunderhawk onto a more stable tabletop. Let's see what will happen. Let's flip this over. Alright, there goes the last screw. Okay, so I gotta really remember how everything goes, just in case everything comes falling apart. Wait, is there another screw here? Alright. Okay, let me try. Okay, yeah, it's coming off. I gotta gently lift up the chassis. Okay, nice. Alright, there you go. This is the inner part of the Thunderhawk. Now because I'm not doing anything to the bottom part, I'm gonna leave it alone as much as possible. Okay, so I just want to focus my attention on this. So you can see there is another screw down here, and this is what's the spring is kind of held onto. So what I want to do is to unscrew this as well. It seems to be of the same size, the screw is, but I don't want to take for granted. Let me just do a check and be very gentle as much as I can. Oh man, it doesn't want to move. Okay, just a little bit of patience. Alright, that took quite a little bit of force, and I was holding the breath all the time, so I had to do it off camera. Yep, and out comes the screw. This one is kind of attached to the windshield as well. Let me see how this would work. It seems to be attached. No, I wouldn't know how this would work, because it seems to be melted right to the plastic here. Alright, I kind of made a mistake. I thought releasing the screw would actually release the windshield, but not so. I didn't notice that there were actually kind of plastic seals down here holding the windscreen onto the chassis as well. So as well as these two plastic tabs down here, and as well as down here. So I don't want to risk breaking those. So what I'm gonna do is just try to force the spring apart while it is still in here, because I now have access. And let's see how that works. Okay, now having access to the bottom of the mechanism is really useful. I can kind of prise the spring out a little bit and just use a little bit of tension to force the spring apart, and just to see whether that works. Now, I'm not sure about the durability and the quality of this metal that they're using, so I don't want to break the spring, because replacing that would really be very difficult to do, now that I know the windshield doesn't come apart easily. So what I want to do is just gently force it apart a little bit, so you can see how much further I forced it. I don't know whether that's, not sure whether that's enough. Okay, now I'm gonna try replacing it back in there. Well, it's functioning. One side is better than the other for sure. Let me try a little bit more. Okay, so I forced it out quite a bit more this time, so let's see whether that works. Load it back in. Okay. Alright. Seems to be a little bit better. Okay, so I think I'm satisfied with that, and I just want to try whether it works well. So I'm gonna kind of put things back as it were, but not load back all the screws probably. Okay, so first putting back the screw onto the windshield, because I found out that didn't do anything for me. Again, I will just gently hand tighten the screw back. I don't want to go too tight because I don't want to split any of the plastic, which is decades old. Just lightly hand tighten will do. Okay, I think that's fine. And then, of course, I want everything to go back as it were and function as it does. So the spring part, from what I see, goes back into this little black spot down here for the spoiler. So I'm gonna try to do this while on camera. And the red button is supposed to come up through the rooftop. So everything has to go back the way it was. Alright. Alright, got to align this a little bit better. Okay, now that's done. I'll load back some of the screws. Alright, this one came from here, I remember. And screw that back in. And the other screw at the back. Easy does it. Alright, so at this point, with just two of the screws in, I just want to check whether the mechanism is working satisfactorily. Is there such a word? Alright, okay, well, let me close the door. Okay, now let me try it once. Alright, okay, I think I'm pretty satisfied with this degree of lift. So I think that's fine. I'm gonna put back the two screws. Right now. Okay, that's done. So I want to try it one more time, just to see whether it was a good repair, so-called. Just to see whether it's a good fix. Now, anybody know how to fix this looseness? Kind of let me know. I'm thinking maybe some glue or something would do. Alright, so let's try this. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I think I'll call that as a win. So this is me repairing the Thunderhawk doors. To be specific, the spring underneath. So I hope this was helpful. Some of you probably never ever taken apart a Thunderhawk before, just like me. So that might have given you some insights and maybe some inspiration, hopefully. And remember, you can fix Mars toys. Alright, I gotta go now. See you in the next one. Bye.